One of the best places to find little treasures to relove and recycle is at estate auctions. Recently I found this little table in an auction, which I spent some time sitting in the barn. Looks like a little bird was having fun using the table for target practice. My idea is to turn it into a much more modern, cleaner piece. It would really look nice in a hallway, perhaps with a planter or maybe an elegant vase. I'm going to paint the legs and the frame with a white gloss paint that we've developed. More on that soon. The top I'm going to make like an elegant stone using a tinted Venetian plaster, like a charcoal grey colour, some silver foil and tinted scumble. It's going to look so good. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all that dirt and grime. And for some of these rough spots and areas at the bottom of the legs, I'm just going to give it a very light sand just to smooth it off. It's looking clean, so now we're ready. So that should do it. And now it's time for the fun part, the stone top. The first thing I need to do is to tint my Venetian plaster with some ebony wood stain. There's no formula for this. I'm really just doing it by eye until I get a really nice dark grey colour. To work on the top, I need to put the furniture on the floor. I'm applying the tinted Venetian plaster to the surface using a brush, stippling it over the surface. The plaster is dry. Now I'm applying a nice even coat of leaf and foil size. When the size is dry, it will turn completely transparent, but it will remain sticky. And that's when you apply the silver foil. Try and keep it nice and flat, not too many crinkles, and rub all the air bubbles out of the silver foil using a cloth. So now I'm applying the dark grey tinted Venetian plaster over the silver foil to create a stone-like finish. When the dark plaster is dry, you can sand it back a little bit to expose some more of the silver foil. I'm applying a lighter tinted Venetian plaster to give it some texture and depth. Make sure to get all those edges. I've crinkled brown paper and I apply it over the Venetian plaster when it's still wet. This is a technique I like to use to give it added depth and texture. When everything is dry, you can polish and burnish the finish with your spatula to give it a little bit of a sheen and depth. I'm really pleased with how that transformation turned out. It's modern, clean, and it has a very interesting industrial vibe to it. I think it looks great. Well, I hope that inspired you. I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you real soon. That's a lot of hopes.